Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and welcome to 1213 Prescott Way. How are you guys doing on this Memorial Day, Monday evening? We barbecued and I barbecued me a salmon. I just put some potato wedges in the oven. I have some baked beans that are not baked. I put them on the stovetop. Some greens that I mixed with some cabbage. And let's get down because I am hungry, mommy. I have some water and I am going to use some Tabasco on my salmon as well as some 100% natural tomato ketchup on my potatoes. I will tell you guys the recipe for my potato wedges. Those will be on the shorts. They are delicious. And I am ready to dig in. I've been waiting for this moment. So, if you guys have not subscribed, please do so at this moment. I'll give you a moment. Okay, and then don't forget to like, comment, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified when we post another video. Video. That's the highlight of my evening. I love saying that. Video. So I hope you guys are doing well and got together with family and friends like we used to. So it was just intimate. It was just us with our dogs. I put some pork chops on the grill. Those were for the dogs, and David had one because he's not really a pork eater because he did have sausage for breakfast. And yeah, he likes his pork every once in a while. And then I put and he also wanted hot dogs. He decided not to do the sausage. He wanted hot dogs on the grill, and I did my salmon. I remember telling you guys that I was going to do all vegetables, but then I forgot about today. So I did a salmon. And some potatoes because I haven't had potatoes in a while, and I do like to have certain foods I like to have every once in a while, and potatoes are one of them. And this time I wanted some potato wedges, so I am going to chow down because I am hungry. Mm. I was thinking that was the ketchup. David's not gonna like that. The only thing I'm not happy with is something is very hot. He's not into spice. Trying to think of what I put in there that would be spicy. You know, the seasonings for the potato. Okay, I know what it was. I had poured the Tabasco on it first. Because that potato was not spicy at all. Very good. I believe this is the first time I've ever barbecued and I didn't do chicken. For David. The salmon, so good. Juicy, flavorful, tender. Is it a beautiful day for you guys? Well, for me, I was sweating outside, you know, standing over the grill in the sun. But now it's very nice. I apologize, you guys. I haven't offered you any. Look at that. So delicious. The potatoes for David, I usually put Parmesan cheese, you know. But for me, since he wasn't eating any, I put nutritional yeast. Delicious salmon. I'm so sad I'm getting full. This is so delicious. I haven't had greens in a while either. have to be a part 2. Mm. 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 I'm gonna take these 2 bites. Salmon. Potato. Mm. 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 Excuse me. You guys, after those few sips of water, I am officially full. Ooh, excuse me. Might have more room. Excuse me. One more bite of salmon. So, shoot, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I asked you guys a question and now I forgot. But anyway, David and I, maybe that's what it was. David and I were talking about because we always say that, would you rather, or, you know, we were always talking about stuff like that. Would you rather be eaten by or dissed by or this, or would you rather be that, or, you know, that kind of thing. So today was the latest one right before he had to leave to go to work. We were saying, would you rather be able to speak every language, human language, in the universe, you know, in the, not the universe, on Earth? Would you rather speak all the languages on Earth? Or would you rather be able to communicate with animals? And when we were talking about it, I was like, oh my gosh, that changes my perspective, because I'd always say, if I could speak 5 languages, I speak Japanese, Chinese, you know, Spanish, you know, just naming all the different things, different dialects, and going through it in my head and then rearranging them, saying it for this and that. But now that we were posing that question, I was like, I would rather communicate with animals. And when I say animals, I'm thinking the full spectrum, you know, as far as like insects and, you know, including ants, because I am so fascinated by them. I don't know if you guys ever watched them like build their, I call them like mansions, because they have the tunnels. I mean, gosh, they don't even need an architect. They are the architect. They are everything, the designer. I mean, it's just so amazing to me. Excuse me. So I'd like to, and then just watching them, just like when we were watching, because we watch a lot of animal shows, you know, with the lions and all this stuff. And the myth is, what I realized after, you know, I'd been watching them, how they say the lion is the king of the jungle. But you watch them, they hightail it with, with hippopotamus. It just depends on the other animal. They're not trying to attack it, or if they are, they're all in a group. They won't do like one-on-one, and you know, they would have to have an advantage. They don't want to be at a disadvantage. So I was like, okay, king of the jungle is a bunch of crap, because I saw 3 different animals where they hightailed it out of there. They weren't even trying to challenge it. And so I just be like, gosh, I'd be thinking, what are on their minds? You know, like, you know, they're out there just survival. You know, it's just about survival. Like the wildcats, they hunt for food. They, you know what I mean? They don't hunt for a game like we hunt them. You know, I'm just really fascinated by animals. I guess it's ever since, I think it intensified more ever since We got the 3 dogs because we're always saying, I wonder what they're thinking, because they'll just stare at you, and sometimes you'll understand what, certain things, but when they're like playing with each other, and I would like to be able to communicate. Okay, that's the bottom line. I prefer to be able to communicate with animals, meaning the whole spectrum of animals. Whether it's a fly, like when a fly comes in your house, why are you in here? you know, I think I'd prefer that over speaking all different languages. So just let me know what you guys think. Would you rather speak every language on the earth that humans speak? Or would you rather be able to communicate with animals? Because I can tell, like, how people get killed by lions or bear attacks. Because we have bears in these woods here. They're not in where we are, but they're farther out. And, strays, they do happen. So I am very leery when I go outside. Like, say, if I take the dogs out at nighttime, because we don't have a fence this way to enclose our particular house. It's just the fence on the outside, but they can always jump that. And then if you cross the street, then that's the woods. I've taken them in there when I first moved here last year, but like I said, that was a disaster because of the ticks and the fleas, so we don't even take them in there anymore. But I do watch over, as I'm out there with them, especially David's like, you go out there at nighttime? I'm like, yes. I just take my phone and turn on the flashlight, and I'm watching and listening. I'm like, because if that sucker comes charging, we'd be gone, but that would be a total disaster in itself. But anyway, I don't, I just, I was saying all that to say that you can just be like, stay back. I love you. We are good people. Don't attack my doggies. That kind of thing, to be able to communicate with them. And I just would like to dish with them, to be honest, because I'm nosy that way. And just love nature. And my hummingbirds. Let me tell you this thing. I remember in Vegas, I had a hummingbird feeder. And as I'm out there, because, when I'm not around, I'd be looking out the window and that kind of thing, and I'd see the hummingbirds, come in, take a drink and all that stuff. So this one particular time, I was out there filling it up. And the hummingbird, it kind of taken me aback when it came, like, literally in my face. Because it shocked me because I had never done that before. And then it was just hovering right over me, just staring at me. And it went to the side, looking at me. I mean, it stayed there for at least 15 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds, just looking at me. And then it flew away. And I was thinking, to me, it was saying, oh, you're the one that's feeding us. Thank you so much. It was like I could literally actually read its mind, saying, what it was saying. So, and then from then on, they just started, like, I would sit on our swing. We had a swing in the backyard, and we'd sit out there. So sometimes I would just sit out there and just watch them, because I loved watching the hummingbirds. And they would just all come. I remember they were playing, 2 of them, they were floating around, and I'm sitting there, and they're coming towards me. They're just playing right in front of me. And I was like, I thought that was so cool. And before they would come, they did an aerial view because they wanted to make sure there was no animal back there that would put themselves in danger. And they would just go up really high, look down, and then come and feed. They would do that in the morning before they would come and feed. And I just really admire animals. I really do. I just think they are the actual intelligent ones because they use their intuition. It's just born in them. They don't have to go to school to learn how to be an animal, to learn how to be, to understand what their role is. They just do it. Whereas we, but anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. But as you guys can see, I am full. I'm satisfied. I haven't been getting full. I've just been satisfied, and I love it. And I was going to make me a watermelon smoothie. I think I did on one video, but I'm not sure. But they are so delicious. I mean, very good. Especially, all you really need is watermelon, mint, and almond milk. And it's delicious. But I gotta be extra, so I like to add a little extra stuff in there. But It is so good and refreshing, and this is the time for it. I did make it for Memorial Day weekend because David bought the watermelon, so I've been popping them in my smoothies and everything. So you guys just have a great rest of your day, and I am so glad that you are tuning in. You know, I see the views. I just want to see more likes and more subscriptions. Give me some subs. Give me some subs. If you are viewing it, hit that subscription so that you will know, and then hit that notification bell so you know when we post another video. I think I'm exciting. What do you think? So you guys, like I said, have a great rest of your day, and I love you, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.